First of all, thank you guys. Thank you for having a live Kwanzaa, in-person Kwanzaa. The rest of the Kwanzaa will be virtual. But I am so pleased because this year we have Kwanzaa celebrations throughout the city. So it's not just a village project. And we're glad to be back here in the Tenderloin. We started out in the Tenderloin at Glide Memorial.
That's right.
And so we're happy to be back here in the Tenderloin. Kwanzaa here in San Francisco is 16 years old. We have been celebrating since 2006 with my comrades here, Brother Clint and Brother Malik. Thank you, Kevin, Family Tree Production. Majid, I love you, my brother. Yeah. Thank you so much. Good job, you guys. So there are, starting December the 26th through January 1st is actually the Kwanzaa dates. We will be streaming Kwanzaa every night that week at 7 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook Live. We have one other in-person Kwanzaa, and that's at City Hall on the 27th, Huji Shakalia, self-determination. So if you want to come down to City Hall 12 noon on the 27th, we'll be there also. Good job, Medea. Good, Cheryl. Good job. Your first Kwanzaa, outstanding.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Shall we bow and shall we pray? God of grace, God of love, God of mercy, we come before you, dear God, with thanksgiving in our hearts, thanking you for this Kwanzaa celebration. God, we thank you for Kwanzaa and everything that it means to us as a people, how it is a blessing to us and our history, our heritage, oh God. You, God, it is you, our Lord, who have brought us from a mighty long way. Oh God, from the shores of Africa, through the Middle Passage, and even to these shores of America, you have been with us. And for that and for so much more, we say thank you. Now, during this season of Kwanzaa, as we come together, oh God, create in us, oh God, a spirit of Harambe for us as a people to pull together, Harambe, to love on each other, to pull together Harambe, to support each other, to Harambe, to pull together, to be the village, the union, the oneness that you have called us as African Americans to be. Oh God, continue to be with us each and every one of these 7 days, oh God. May we embody these 7 principles in our heart so we can walk into it, into the greater purpose, into the NIA, the purpose that you are calling us into. Oh God, we thank you for Imani because we know we have come this far by faith, leaning and depending totally on you. Bless the coordinator right now, oh God, Sister Adrian Williams, and all of those, oh God, who have put forth love so that this celebration may happen even virtually, oh God. Open us up, our eyes, our ears, and our hearts to be inspired by Kwanzaa, so we will forever be changed and transformed, being better people in you and of you. And so we do pray this prayer by faith, Imani, and by faith we say it is so. In you, our Savior and Lord, in Jesus' name, amen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dean Preston, District 5 Supervisor, and I just wanted to wish you all a happy Kwanzaa. So excited for this virtual celebration this year. I want to thank Adrian Williams and the Village Project and everyone who is working so hard on this. This has been a hard couple years, and it's wonderful that folks can gather online and in person and celebrate and have joy in this holiday season. So have a wonderful Kwanzaa. Happy holidays.
I want to say thanks for coming today. You can get out and get soaking wet to come to this ceremony. Doubles the respect I have for everyone. And let me tell you a little bit about the museum. When this museum opened, the first 3 employees were young African-American students at Kwanzaa. One young man who was 18 years old, graduated from high school on Friday, started here that Monday and stayed here for 3 years, and he quit to go to school full time.
Yes, God.
So thank you again, Katie. Muhammad Ali used to live upstairs. Does anyone know that? Muhammad Ali lived upstairs. Billie Holiday performed a block away from
Yes,
here.
God.
Miles Davis and a Herbie Hancock and a whole bunch of folks. Johnny Mathis, Little Richard used to sleep at the Phoenix Hotel when his band was in town. So we got a lot of black history in the team. Don't let anyone talk you out of it. So I'm going to introduce the next speaker will be Honey Mahogany, the wonderful person from District 6.
Yay. Good job.
Let's give it up one more time for Del Seymour.
Good job.
I'm happy to be here today representing the District 6 office for Supervisor Haney. You know, it is so important that we are here in the Tenderloin celebrating Black history and culture, because for those of us who are born and raised here, we know how much our history has been erased, our population has been decimated, and let's not forget that we always talk about the Fillmore and the Bayview, but we do not talk enough about the Tenderloin. And the Tenderloin is also rich with African American history and tradition and legends, living legends included. So thank you all for continuing this work, for continuing to celebrate, and I'm so proud that we are doing a huge Kwanzaa celebration here, thanks to investments from things like tree keepers, thanks to all the people who were involved in putting this on, including, of course, Cheryl Shanks, who just told me how to. Of course, I am here, and we are all here. Najee, Jamil, everyone who helped to organize all of this, thank you for your leadership. We really, truly appreciate it, and hopefully we will continue to do this every year and continue
Yes,
to
God.
invest more resources.
Yes, God.
Thank you so much, and I'll send it back over to Del.
So before we go any further, in African tradition, that's right, I'd like to ask permission from the elders to continue. So if you're over 60 years old, you can say, Ashe. There you go. When we're teaching things like this, cultural things, and this is a cultural event, it's not a religious event. Right. It is a cultural event. So now, libations is the pouring out of liquid in honor of those people who have passed away. This water is clear as our intentions, pure as our love for those people who came before us. When you pour libations, you pour the water into the ground or into a plant or into a vessel. And as the water cascades, you say the name of an ancestor. Now that's where the magic is, because as the water cascades, your voice vibrates through the water, and now the water, from the time it left the container until it reaches the ground of the vessel, it's become something special. It's become an offering to those who came before us. For instance, my mother's name was Roberta Robinson. Ashe. And then you say, Ashe. Ashe. Ashe is from the Yoruba language in Ghana. Ashe is like amen. Ashe is like I agree. Ashe is like So like if you found $1 on the street, what would you say? Ashe. So what I want to do right now is I want to pour libations and bring the ancestors alive inside of you. I don't even know the names of all the ancestors, but you do, so we'll give you an opportunity, as Brother Malik and I pour, say the name of your ancestors, and we'll say it all at the same time. We'll fill the room up with those people whose names we don't want to ever forget. They say when you die, you're dead. But when people stop saying your name, you are truly dead. Yes. Never to be heard from again. And that's why we pour libations. We say the name of those who have gone before us, those people whose shoulders we stand on and are obligated, and we evoke their memory inside of us. So pour libations yourself. You got that milk or that juice or that beer, whatever. Pour a little out and say the name of somebody you love. I pour out a little love for my niece, Aaliyah Smith, murdered in Sacramento, California, 15 years old. Say Ashe.
Hey. I want to pour a little bit of
That's what I'm saying. I thought you were going to go ahead and bust that one open.
I don't want to overflow with it.
Well, we might overflow. You gotta be careful.
I want to pour for my little brother, Maurice Matthews, shot 19 times in first point.
Say Ashe. Hey. I want to pour a little love for Leroy Satchel. Youngest rookie to ever play baseball. He's 42 years old. Scared of him.
Right.
Leroy Satchel. I'm Satchel. Ashe?
I want to pour a little bit of love for men who invented the car. His name is Frederick Douglass Harrison.
I want to pour a little love for my grandmother. She lived to be 99 years, 8 months, and 4 days. Her name was Lucille Jordan. Ashe?
Hey, I want to pour a little bit of love for a woman who held a barbershop on 3rd Street for 56 years. Her name was Mamie Loggins. That's my grandmother. Say,
I want to pour a little love for the goat. Muhammad Ali. Hey.
they said he lived right upstairs.
That's what they said. Man, I didn't know that.
Hey, I heard that loud pitch that made me think about Marvin Gaye. I'm gonna pour for that.
Oh, yeah. What's going on? You know what? There's so many things that black people contributed to this world. Like, W.C. Handy said he invented jazz. So let's pour out a little for W.C. Handy. Ashe? But now, Jelly Roll Morton would tend to disagree with that. So we're going to put a little for Jelly Roll Morton as well. Ashe?
All right. I want to pour a little bit of love for Hattie Mae.
Fannie Mae? Yeah. Come on now. Fannie Lou Hay. Fannie Lou Hay fought for the vote, Mississippi.
That's right.
They used to whoop on her, beat her up, put her in the hospital. Guess what that woman did when she got out of the hospital? We racked her back to doing what she was doing.
That's right.
Shit. Pour out a little love, Father Love, John Lewis. Get yourself in the seat car. Shit.
Hey. I want to pour a little bit of love for Mr. Joe Lewis.
Joe Lewis, the restaurant.
Hey.
He had a job. Knocking folks out, man.
That was a job.
I want to pour out a love for Jack Johnson. Now they go unapologetically black brother.
That's right.
Knocked out white men and went out with white women. Oh,
Talk about the box.
he just did not care what folks thought about it. It's like I'm gonna live my life. That's all. So if you don't like it, you don't like it. I want to pour out a little love for those people whose names I don't even know.
That's right.
So at this point right here, I'd like for everyone in the room to say at least 5 names of people that have gone on before you.
That's right.
Say them all at the same time while we pour. Say their names. Say their names. will say the name of everyone that has gone before us.
That's right.
But you're still here. So pour libations every day. Keep those people alive inside of you. Pour libations for the ancestors. They're the shoulders that you stand on and are obligated. Ashe? 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 I'll make sure that water finds its way out into the earth so that it can breathe again and rise up into the air. Maybe even rise high enough to meet with the clouds and come back down on our faces in the rain. But Brother Lee's going to start out with where Kwanzaa began and why it's important. Is Kwanzaa a religious holiday? No. Is it a cultural holiday? Yes.
All right. Let's give it up for my good brother Clint. All right, so let's get into a little bit about the history of Kwanzaa. You know, there's another myth about Kwanzaa is that it's an African holiday. And I want you to understand something. Kwanzaa was created here in California in Watts. Okay, so Watts is a neighborhood in Los Angeles. A black neighborhood in Los Angeles where there was a lot of upheaval during the Watts riots. You guys, I know some folks are old enough to remember the Watts riots. Okay. So the Watts riots, you know, you had Dr. Maulana Karenga and the creators of the US organization who came together with an idea on how they can actually put together what is called a first fruit celebration, right? So this first fruit celebration was really about can we get everybody to come back to unity. If you look at this black candle here, it represents the people and the unity. So when we look at the black candle, we think black unity, right? So the idea of creating black unity on that first day of Kwanzaa in 1965, and we celebrated in 1966. And then the next place to travel up to was here in San Francisco. There was an elder by the name of Mama McKenya. You say Mama McKenya? Mama McKenya. Yeah, she passed away about 5 years ago. She lives in Berkeley. And when they put this whole event together, it was based on some travels that Maulana Karenga and the creators of US went there, and they came back with the experience of the first fruit celebration. Now this was a harvest celebration. Now here we don't own a lot of land in the cities, that is. So because we don't own a lot of land, then what is our territory? The minds of the children. Yes, God. The minds of the children. So what are we harvesting? The minds of the children. What are we harvesting? The minds of the children. So the idea, if you think about what the Village Project is doing, it's working with children. How many of you guys heard of the Village Project? They're harvesting the minds of the children. That's who you just saw, Miss Adrian. Let's give it up for Miss Adrian Williams. The idea is we take this project, unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, all of these levels that we pull together, and we bring the principles to create what we know as Kwanzaa today. We're going to talk to you more about the table. But the major thing I want you to know is that the purpose of Kwanzaa was to bring us into a unison so that then we can have self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. And all of those things together helps us to keep pushing things forward. So Kwanzaa is the last 6 days of the year and the first day of the year. I'm saying again, it's the last 6 days of the year and the first day of the year where we celebrate. But the rest of the year, guess what we do? We practice.
Kwanzaa is a 7-day celebration for a year-long practice. And these 7 principles can heal the community. These 7 things were brought together and they were done in the African language to link us back to where we came from, so that we could have a tool for each issue that we were dealing with. A tool that if we used it, it would heal the community. If we mastered any one of these, we would heal.
I want you to think about also the word NIA. Can everyone say NIA?
Yeah.
NIA is the word purpose. What you heard Brother Clint just express, that was all in purpose. What I'd like you to understand is that if you understood all of these, you understand all of them are for the purpose of unity, for self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, and that's really why we are here.
Umoja is unity. Umoja. Dig Umoja. One finger. If I slap you with my finger, you're gonna get mad at me. I might even poke you in your eye and put my finger up your nose. Not much you can do with one finger.
Yeah.
But if you take 5 fingers,
Yes, God. That's right.
and you bring them together in unity, if I hit you now, I can strike a mighty blow.
That's God.
That's the same thing we have to do in regards to unity in our community.
That's right.
We've never been Michael Jackson. We've always been the Jackson 5.
That's right. That's right.
America's one of those places where they separate us. Every man for himself. You do yours, I do mine. It's not the African way, and it surely isn't the black way. Umoja is unity. The first day of Kwanzaa, you light the black candle. The black candle represents the people. The people, right in the middle. Our children are our first fruits.
Yeah.
And Kwanzaa means first fruits.
That's right.
On the first day of Kwanzaa, the 26th, you light a black candle for the people. The black candle is right in the middle of the red and the green. Marcus Garvey said red, black, and green. Marcus Garvey said red, black, and green. Marcus Garvey said red, black, and green. So the red candles represent struggle. They represent the blood of all of the African nations.
Yes. And the light represents the activity of that particular day. So this would be unity in activity. Unity in activity. So now
And the people, because the color of it
That's
is
right.
representative of black people.
activating unity. When you see that light, it's black people activating unity. And then we go to the red candle.
Frederick Douglass said, where there's no struggle, there's no progress. We light the red candle right after we light the black candle, and they are lit in that succession. Black, red, green, red, green, red, green. Because you have to struggle. This is the second candle, which represents self-determination.
Yes, yes.
This would be our third candle, which would
Ujima.
be
You say
Ujima, collective
So
will.
I'll help you. Ujima. Can you say Ujima? Somebody in trouble. Ujima. Ujima. Collective work and responsibility.
This is the third candle that you would light.
And now we're going to our today, what we're going to practice a little bit of. The fourth day, and that is
NIA.
yes.
NIA is purpose.
Yes.
So with NIA, it's a red candle, and you have to struggle.
This is Ujima.
Yeah, Ujamaa is the fourth day.
Yeah.
We're going all the way up to NIA.
That's
But the red candle, if it represents struggle, you have to struggle before you can succeed. You have to struggle before you can get your paycheck.
That's right.
You got to struggle before you can progress. And that's why the candles are lit this way. It's a message. Black people, struggle so you can get your house. Struggle so you can get paid. Struggle so you get something to eat.
Yes, yes.
was easy. We have some little cards up here to help you to remember all of this. On the 5th day, which is the one that we're celebrating today, is NIA. And it would be a green candle. And every time we light the candle, the village says, Ashe.
So, you know, one thing I didn't mention when I said Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay lived upstairs, I didn't mention that his landlord was a black man.
That's right.
A black man owned this property.
That's
the
right.
biggest black-owned property in the city of San Francisco. Black man.
Yeah.
Black man. And his son was just, come up here for a minute. Come on, man, real quick.
Come on up. Good God.
You was, he called me the mayor. He was the real mayor of the Tenderloin.
So to correct the facts, he was the father of the Tenderloin until he got to a ripe older age and then became the grandfather of the Tenderloin. But I appreciate you calling that out because actually one of the fabled stories that my father would tell is how he actually got the hotel. Reality House East was a program that he ran in New York before he came to San Francisco in the late 60s. And Sam Peabody, another black man, owned this hotel.
That's right.
And so he wanted to get it, but he didn't have any money. He knew he couldn't afford it. There was no way he could afford it. And anyone that knew him knew he couldn't afford it. But you can't do this anymore. He said, I got you. And they shook hands. And he got the hotel on a handshake.
Wow.
And you may also know, if you do know about Leroy Looper, he's an ex-everything, ex-pimp, ex-offender, ex-user, ex-smoker, ex-everything. But I never knew that man. By the time I was born in 1970, he had given up everything except smoking. But what he never gave up was the belief in the underdog and in community. And this is what we're here for, about community. So he is smiling up there. I'm very happy that the Tenderloin Museum is and that so many black people have come together in this community, because that's another thing he never regretted, never apologized for. He was always going for the black guy. Even if they needed a little polishing up, he was still going to stick on that team, and that's what he was about. So thank you, Del, the mayor.
At that time, this was the first affordable housing building west of the Mississippi River, the Cadillac Hotel. Look at that. I'm going to invite a queen up here who devised this wonderful opportunity for us today. Hardest working lady in the Tenderloin, Cheryl Shannon.
So yeah, welcome everybody. This is definitely the first Kwanzaa event in a long, long time, and I really appreciate it to bring it back, because I know how important it is to share our culture and preserve our culture, which is leaving the Tenderloin. So yeah. And that's why I'm so touched everybody is here. Thank you. And to enjoy it. So we were going to have it at Bo Decker, and because of the weather we had to change it. And the community really stepped up. They really stepped up. We had it off, Carmen, Faithful Fools, Del Seymour, the beautiful Tenderloin Museum, and here we are. Yeah, here we are. I'd like to thank all the sponsors that sponsored this event, and it will actually help with next year's event also, because I would like to grow this, and this is only the beginning, and something that we should celebrate every year in culture, in unity. Thank you. Andrea and for the ceremony, which is completely beautiful. I enjoy watching it every time, and I embrace it. And I actually do this little ceremony at home.
There you go.
Yeah, I know how important it is to have our ancestors guide me with their wisdom of the past and the pain of the past. A queen takes their pain and suffering and inspires other people. And that's what I carry on in my life as a Black woman. I have a lot to share in pain and suffering and overcoming it in strength.
Yes, God.
Yes. So yeah, one of my favorite poems is by Maya Angelou,
Yes, God.
who is a native. I don't know how many people know that. I also wanted to say something about Marvin Gaye. When he came to the city, he loved hanging out in the Tenderloin.
Yes, God.
Yes, he did. The SR, yeah, he partied here all the time. So with that, thank you everybody for coming. It's not over yet. Maya Angelou, one of my favorite poems, will be read by Rebecca Boeing.
I have a confession to make. I'm not feeling the sassiness that this poem requires, but I will do my best. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Because I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room?
Yes.
Just like the moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like the hopes springing high, still I'll rise.
Yes, God.
Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, because I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard.
Yes, God.
You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise.
Yes, God.
Does my sexiness upset you?
Yes, God.
Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds
Yes,
at the beating of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from the past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I am a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise.
Yes, God.
Now we will have our closing performer to give us her verse, and that's Diva the Sea Witch. Come right on up.
Hey.
It's so great to be here and see all these wonderful people, all these amazing Black people, our allies. I love that we're able to connect with our ancestors. I think that's the absolute most important thing. You know, when you move with how we are now, you know, we're in communion with each other. When you're able to get in communion with each other and have all of our ancestors in communion, that heals so much generational trauma, that heals our planet, and it heals each other. It heals our hearts, and it really just makes, you know, so many things possible. So I just wanted to give the closing statement of, I see the love, I feel the love, it's wonderful, and if we can do it today, I feel like we can do this every day.
Yes, God. Yes, God.
It's just my personal opinion, you know, I know this holiday only lasts for a short time, but I feel like all of us as individuals and as a collective neighborhood and community, I really feel that we can keep this energy year long, every day, every minute of every day. In Buddhism, it's called bodhicitta, where you focus on the love or that feeling you get when you see someone you love and care about, and when your child smiles, or they got that scholarship, or they won the lottery. That energy, and able to really feel that and send that to every single person. You can change the world by just changing your intentions. And so I really, I love Kwanzaa, I love this gathering, and I hope to see a lot more of this.
Nice.
Called Race to Run.
No more time to waste. We got a race to run before it gets too late. I know one thing, I'm going on one. No more time to waste. We got a race to run before it gets too late. I'm on one, got it here well done. I had to switch lanes, I was in my own way. No more detours, now I'm on my straightaway. Bumps on the road, trying to throw me off my game, but I know who I roll with, I'll never be the same. Old me, God slowed me down, had to make me, shape me, mold me now, break some chains, freed me. God filled my cup, now I'm going harder on the gas, he got me fueled up. He took the lead, saying follow me. He set the pace off of me to win the race. What a mighty God I serve. What a mighty God I serve. What a mighty God. 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 No more time to waste. We got a race to run before it gets too late. I know one thing, I'm going on one. No more time to waste. We got a race to run before it gets too late. I'm on one, got it here well done. Keep moving and moving toward the mark. Don't get weary in well doing, cause he working it out. You gon' reap at the proper time, don't give out. Get up and remember the many times God brought you out. Take our hands off it, leave it in the hands that are always. Leave it to the one created all of us. He's the beginning and the end, omnipotent. He's omnipresent, all-knowing. Don't you know he opens doors no man can shut. The devil is defeated. Trust. He has a whole world in his hands. He'll mend it, he'll fix it, he'll heal it, he'll strengthen. Stay in the race. Walk with God, ain't nobody like him. Let him change your life. No more time to waste. We got a race to run before it gets too late. I know one thing, I'm going on one. No more time to waste. We got a race to run before it gets too late. I'm on one, got it here well done. Wanna hear, well before it gets too late. Wanna hear well done. Wanna hear well done.
Habaragani. For everyone who's been participating for the week, that means what's the news? What's happening? What's going on? Good evening, everyone. My name is Liz Jackson Simpson, and I'm the CEO of Success Centers. And we are so pleased to be here for our 8th year celebrating Kwanzaa with the Village Project. And we are just so grateful and appreciative to Miss Adrian Williams for keeping this tradition alive. We learned so much about our people, so much about our culture by participating in Kwanzaa every year. So again, to you, Miss Adrian, we say Ashe and Abaragani.
Abaragani.
Yes. So we want to also thank Brother Clint and Brother Malik for also educating us on what Kwanzaa is about and the traditions of Kwanzaa. So today we're celebrating the 5th day of Kwanzaa, which is NIA. And can everybody say NIA with us? NIA. And NIA means purpose. And Dr. Karenga, when he crafted and designed Kwanzaa for us, he wanted us to practice these principles. And the principle of NIA, his thinking was that it is our collective vocation, our job, which is so appropriate for a Success Center. It is our job to ensure that we continue to build and develop those principles, these principles to restore the greatness of our people. So again, we thank Dr. Carranza for that. At Success Centers, our purpose is to empower our community through education, employment, and the arts. We were founded over 40 years ago by Superior Court judges who saw the need to provide these services to our community. And they were initially targeted to the young men who are returning to community for Log Cabin Ranch. Well, about 4 years ago, that detention facility was shut down, and we see and realize more resources and more supports for our folks in community today. And we like to think we had a little bit of something to do with that at Success Centers. Today, Success Centers is located in 3 counties. San Francisco is our home base. We also provide services in San Mateo County and Alameda County. We're still very much situated in 2 juvenile detention facilities, 2 adult facilities, and we serve a much broader base of marginalized community, providing services and training in hospitality, health, cannabis, construction, tech, and the arts. So if you're interested in getting more information and learning how to get a job, start a business, find a career, come and see Success Centers. Today, everybody inherently has a purpose. All of us are here for a reason. Our higher power has gifted us with some purpose. It could be, like us, help people find jobs. It could be to teach young people or people, period. It could be to take care of seniors. It could be to save a life. Whatever your purpose is, we employ you to tap into that and utilize that gift that has come from our higher power to help support the community and help to support our culture. At this time, I'd like to turn the mic over to my colleague, Mr. Terrell Henderson, who is our Director of Leadership and Community Development. Terrell?
Thank you, Liz. Good afternoon. My purpose today is, as you can see, I'm wearing this African kente cloth with my fraternity letters, Phi Beta Sigma, a Greek letter organization founded in 1914. Standing on the principles of brotherhood, scholarship, and service. And so as we focus and reflect on NIA and our purpose, brotherhood in our community with crime escalating during these times, unprecedented times during the pandemic, it's important that we come together in our communities as brothers, and that we mentor our young men, and that we mentor our young women, and that we bring them up with us and avoid recidivism in the community. Also, scholarship is important, that we stress the importance of education in our community. However we choose to educate, whether it's charter schools, private schools, public schools, education is extremely important in our community, and it's important that we stress that with our young men and women coming up in our generations. Service. In Success Center, one of the things we do is we have a Dream Keepers Leadership Academy. Through the Dream Keepers Initiative in San Francisco, Human Rights Commission, over $120 million was reallocated and refunded from defunding the police. Through Success Centers, we've had the opportunity to provide a Dream Keepers Leadership Academy for our next emerging leaders. In those next emerging leaders, we look to teach these individuals to lead our communities and take us into the next years and next millennium in regards to servicing our communities and through education, scholarship, service, and then being intentional and being unapologetic about that. Through way of the Mayor's Office of Community Development, our community action grants at Success Centers allows the community to perform and put on events such as this Kwanzaa event here and other events throughout the year. So in closing, I'd like to thank our collective partners in this collaboration that we do every year for the Kwanzaa celebration. I'd like to first thank Ms. Adrian Williams of the Village Project. I'd also like to thank Majid Crawford and the New Community Leadership Foundation and his team. I'd also like to thank Pia Harris of the Fillmore Merchant and Neighborhood Collaborative.
Yes, we could not do this without you.
Thank you.
My name is Darlene Roberts, founder of Fillmore Jazz Ambassadors. I'm here to thank Adrian Williams and the Village Project for the invitation to celebrate Kwanzaa. So we're presenting blood, cotton, and blues. What does the flag mean to you?
And my name is Catherine Campbell. All power to the people. I'm from the Black Panther Party Legacy Keepers, and I'm here in support of the Village Project, which is Director Adrian Williams. I'm also here to support Darlene Roberts and her poetry.
In the beginning, God created me in the African Garden of Eden, and I was free until 1619, when I lost my liberty. Against my will, laboring in American cotton fields, sun up to sundown, brutally engulfed in bloody misery. 13 colonies under a flag of bigotry. 1777, black like me ain't free. In the land of the free and the home of the braves. What does a flag mean to you? Red, white, blue, the blood, the cotton, the blues, stars and stripes, the whip, the chains, the tree, the right to strip humanity, declaring me 3/5 a man and demanding my loyalty. 1814, the colonies under siege saw Old Glory waving in the breeze, while the British rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, was proof that the flag was still there, but not to represent me. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and stolen home of dead braves? 1863, the so-called emancipation, a false proclamation, proved we got fooled. No 40 acres, no mule, no reason for celebrating the lies, nor the 4th of July. So today, in unity, we take a knee and refuse to sing your song or pledge allegiance to your flag against our God-given dignity. So we'll still keep singing our song. Lift every voice and sing.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. are rejoicing. Rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Thank you.
My name is Mikal Asafau, and I am so excited to be here to celebrate Kwanzaa with you. And just want to thank the Village Project and Miss Adrian for having me here. So I'm going to share a poem to celebrate purpose. And so, NIA for purpose. So this piece is called Being a Solo Mom, and it's paying homage to the experience of being a solo mom. Being solo. Being a solo mom is like butterfly kisses, like good morning whispers, like fighting the good fight, like overcoming Goliath, like deep breaths in the dark, like invisible success, like needing a shot of whiskey, like ugly crying in the kitchen, like only one more shot because cupcakes need to be made in the morning, like being an economist, like free falling into the abyss, like craving a helping hand, like holding your own hand, like measuring time with her little hand pressed against mine, like I wish I could stop time, like if only her father could see what I see, like reminding myself even then he wouldn't care, like wiping boogies in the night, like rubbing her back because at least I can do that, like getting sick because it's inevitable, like asking myself, what would my mother do? Like keeping it moving but still feeling stagnant, like still feeling stagnant and feeling enraged for having to do this alone, like defending my motherhood because of my blackness, like defending my blackness and owning my motherhood, like being invisible yet there enough to be a target, like not being able to breathe, like waiting for a safe moment to inhale, like wanting to be held and carried and touched, like trying to remember that mothers can be lovers too, like realizing that mothers can have their hearts broken into two, like wanting to make a decision with another, like waiting for a safe moment to exhale, like having forgiveness to breathe again and again, like wondering what would my father do, like missing my protector, like turning into a hunter when I just want to be a nurturer, like becoming the protector when I just need to be protected, like wearing red in honor of my warrior feminine, like wearing pink underneath to feel my pretty, like working my magic and fixing things, like wiping away tears in the night, like gratitude from a sweet little face, like watching love grow in the form of years, like watching love grow in the form of never-ending shoe sizes, like only one parent at the recital, like pretending everything's okay, like making it okay, like moving mountains, like choosing to focus on right now, like sewing up her favorite teddy bear, like trying to find her favorite dress, but in a bigger size, like never giving up because she's watching, like God is watching, like watching my motherhood unfold, like my motherhood turning into gold, like realizing I'm doing this on my own, like realizing I'm doing this on my own, yeah, like realizing I'm always gonna be someone's home, like choosing this path because that's what needed to happen, like loving myself more than ever before, for all of it. Thank you.
Evening. My name is Pia Harris, and I am the chair of the Fillmore Merchants and Neighborhood Collaborative, as well as the owner of NIA Soul Foods Catering. Thank you for joining us for the Village Project's annual Kwanzaa celebration. Tonight, we are going to discuss the principle NIA, purpose. To make our collective vocation the building and develop our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness, which is exactly what the Fillmore Collaborative represents. The Fillmore Merchants and Neighborhood Collaborative is a monthly gathering of merchants, community leaders, nonprofits, and faith-based organizations that collectively envision community and economic development initiatives for the Fillmore. Since 2020, the Fillmore Collaborative has engaged over 500 community stakeholders and recently obtained funding to support Fillmore culinary and small businesses develop and flourish during the pandemic. We are currently offering support to over 45 businesses in financing, marketing, and business development, as well as finding a location to test and master their business concepts. The Fillmore Collaborative's goal is to assist with the organizing of the community in order to build a collective vision for the Fillmore while offering resources to support the growth of a thriving community and neighborhood. I named my catering company NIA, which means soul purpose. The sole purpose of NIA Soul Food is to give you the experience of real African American cuisine, which is not just soul food or even Cajun food. African American cuisine includes all of the diaspora, West Africa, Brazil, Cuba, just to name a few. The principle NIA, again, means purpose. To make our collective vocation the building and develop our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. We always hear these amazing stories about the history of jazz and art in the Fillmore and how we used to be the Harlem of the West. Now's the time for us to get that back. Please join us for 2022 and share your vision for what the Fillmore should be again. Thank you and good night.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, yeah. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. Yeah, yeah. Stars, when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me.
Hey, I want to do something before we begin to go out. We do a thing called Harambe. So what we do is we all stand up in the room, and we all stand up if you can. And Harambe is the Swahili term for let's pull together. And the method is when we all come together, we all stand, and we're going to grab all of that love we made in the air, And we hold the fist, grab it, pull it down over our hearts, saying Harambe. All right? When you do that 7 times, on the 7th one, we're going to hold it. I don't want nobody to fall out, but we hold it as long as we can, and then we rejoice by saying, let's all pull together. Okay? So we're going to get it started. Harambe! 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 Harambe!
Now let's chant. Let's
all pull together.
Let's all pull together.
Let's all pull together. Let's all pull together. Let's all pull together. Let's all pull together. Somebody you don't know.
Okay. Happy Kwanzaa. Hey, baby, it's going to be a good time out here at Kwanzaa. My name is Pat Wilder.
Pat Wilder, let's do it.
You know this?
Show you right.
Okay.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa to everybody. We got Ron over here on keyboards. I mean on drums. I mean on guitar. And we got James over here on harmonica. And we have drums over here. Mr. Gray, Steve. Sweet man. And this is Tebow. This is Tebow right here. Okay? And we're going to do this song called Smoke Salmon. Smoked salmon. That's off of the original song now. Your love is so good to me. I can't get enough. Sop you up with a biscuit, baby. Dinner's breakfast and lunch. Just a neighborhood boy, but the boy was so fine and clean. I didn't want to catch a case, y'all, so I waited till he got out of his jeans. So I called him in my house to work on my bookshelf. I pulled my bathrobe open, but I told him it was something else. His eyes flew open, his mouth did too. I said, don't worry, baby, Mama gonna show you just what to do to make your love with that thunder, you gonna make me feel 10 years younger. Saying it's so good to me. It's just a neighborhood boy, but the boy was so fine and clean. I said I didn't want to catch a case, y'all, so I waited till he got out of his teens. So I called him in my house. I said I called him in my house. Oh, I called him in my house. Say your love so good to me. Hit me with that thunder, you gonna make me feel 10 years younger. Oh, say it's so good to me. Come on, James, tell him about it, Daddy. So good to me. I said I can't get enough. I said your love is so good to me. I said I can't get enough. So good to me. So good to me. So good to me. So good to me. So good to me, so good to me. Come on, baby. Oh, so good to me. so good to me, so good to me, so good to me, good to me. Got me screaming like James Brown. Ow! Ow, baby! Ow! Come on, sugar. So good to me, so good to me, so good to me, so good to me. Oh, so good to me, sugar. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I mean, I feel good. How y'all feeling out there, huh? Oh, we grooving, yeah, we grooving it on out. Let's do this. Come on, baby. There you go.
Never knew how much I love you. Never knew how much I cared. When you put your arms around me, you gave me fever that is hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night.
Tell me about it, Ron.
Bless my soul, I love you. Hear these words that I say. No one can love you the way that I do, 'cause they don't know how to love you my way. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. My heart lights up when you call my name, because I know you're gonna love that hit right. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Come on, Ron. Fever all through the night.
James. Oh, yeah. And it's another original. And I hope I haven't done it yet. No, I ain't did it. Anyhow, it's called Change Your Women Worse Than You Change Your Clothes. Sweet Love. It's an E, y'all.
Come on with it, man.
Y'all doing it. They getting down, y'all. Give them a round of applause. Yeah, I can hear. Yes, indeed. Change your clothes. Say you change your women. Worse than change your clothes. Now where your sweet love been? Nobody knows. Me and my kitty cat, we got to find a new y'all. Been seen with the young girl downtown at the deli. But everybody know when that one girl walks, she shakes like jelly. Sweet love, why can't you be true? You keep messing around, sweet love, and make me just like you. Sweet love, yeah. Sweet love, and make me just like you. You keep messing around, sweet love, make me just like you. Oh, go, you got something to tell them, Tibbo. Tell them, Tibbo. My. 3. Hey. Yeah. Little love Well, I know it's true. Well, it's after midnight. So what you gonna do, little love? Hey, baby, don't you wanna go? Take you on downtown, sweet home, San Francisco. Hey, baby, hey, sugar, yeah. Hey, baby. Don't you wanna go? Oh yeah. Gonna take you home down, sweet home, San Francisco. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna do this here song. It's an A. It's an A, y'all. It's called Oop Poopa Doo. Y'all give me an A chord. Hey! Can I do it again, y'all?
Yeah.
Can I do it again? Y'all give me an A chord. Hey! I wanna tell you about oop-oop-a-doo. Come in the most. Hey, oop-oop-a-doo. They come in the most. And I won't stop trying to lie. Create a disturbance in your mind. foot on the rock. Plant your foot, don't stop. Put your foot on the rock. Put your foot on the rock. Plant your foot, don't stop. Put your foot on the rock. Put your foot on the rock. Plant your foot, don't stop. Come on, baby. Ooh, ooh-ba-doo. Hey, they call me the moon. Woo, 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 woo. Ooh-ba-doo. Hey, they call me the moon. Here we go. And I won't stop trying to lie. Create a disturbance in your mind. Oh yeah. Ooh, poopa-dow. Oh my. That was something I done heard from out of Tina Turner. I can Tina Turner. That was that one, Tina Turner. I got this other one here, but you know what? It's a slow one.
Santa Claus goes straight to the ghetto. Santa Claus goes straight to the ghetto. Hitch up your reindeer one more time. Tell Rudolph that it's time to fly right straight to the ghetto. Go straight to the ghetto. Santa Claus go straight to the ghetto. Oh, Santa Claus go straight to the ghetto. A toy for Johnny and a doll for Mary. Don't y'all forget about Mama and Daddy. Go straight to the ghetto. Go straight to the ghetto. Come on, James. Come on, Pat. Oh, yeah. I say, Santa Claus, please go straight to the ghetto. Oh, Santa Claus, go straight to the ghetto. Hitch up your reindeer one more time. Tell Rudolph that it's time to fly right straight to the ghetto. Come on, Ron, take him straight to the ghetto, baby. Y'all got to make some cookies for Santa Claus, baby. He coming, Pat.
Oh yeah, honey. Santa, yeah.
You got to to baking some cookies or something, baby.
I gotta get something nice and sweet, right?
How about cooking them some gumbo?
Oh, they talking about the gumbo today, honey. Oh yeah, just for the Christmas time.
Go straight to the ghetto.
Come on, sugar.
Go straight to the ghetto. 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 Go straight to the ghetto.
Ow!
Yeah!
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, give me some, James. Say you change your women, and you change your heart. You change the way you talk to me. Yeah, you change your heart. You change situation since we started. You change your situation, and now you done change your heart. You change your ways, and change the way you talk to me. But here you are at my front door. Come on in, darling. Come on in and hold me close. Come on in, sugar, yeah. Hold me like there's no tomorrow. You done change your situation, and now you done change your heart. Oh yeah. tomorrow. Come on in, baby, yeah. Come on in, sugar, yeah. Oh, yeah. You can change the situation. Now, you can change your heart. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby, yeah. Change your situation. You change your heart. Oh, you change the way you talk to me. You change your love. Here you are at my front door, and it's not even Valentine's. Oh yeah. Oh my. Yes, thank you. That's an original there. Oh, okay. That you're my man. Said I'm proud that you're my man. You make love to me, you really understand. Said I'm proud when you come home at night. 'Cause my man loves to treat me right. Said I'm proud that you're my man. Come on, James. Come on now. 'cause you're my man. You make love to me, really understand. Yeah, baby. Say I'm proud that you're my man. Oh yeah. People ask me everywhere, is that really all of your hair? I just tell them that it ain't. Sure don't mean that now I can't. 'Cause I just don't believe it's fair to judge a man by the length of his hair. Hey, take two words like hip and square. So don't mean that now I care. Even the blindest man can see what's outside you is inside me. Down the high to the low, a weak man love, there'll be a strong man's cry. Even the blindest man can see what's outside you is inside me. Down the high to the low, a weak man's love can be a strong man's cry. Yeah. Come on, James. for hearing us tonight. My name is Pat Wilder. Oh yeah, you can reach me out there. We have Tebow on bass, James on harmonica, Ron on guitar, and laying the beat down for us, Mr. Greg Sweets. You know, don't let me get nasty on you. Thank you so much.